for everyone, and I say that respectfully. It's not, and that's okay. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions. It was your mindset. They thought the shadow banning was going to stop you. So they try to psych you at your conscience when it came to your free will, when you didn't have ill intentions. All you was doing was being your authentic self, something that they couldn't relate to, was going within understanding self-love. They rather dim their light when it came to lack of confidence. Hold on 1 second. They forgot to show up for themselves, to value their time and day, to love themselves. And hold on 1 second. It wasn't an even exchange. They saw you as competition, so they try to downplay you, paint you out to be the villain in their story, so you would catch a case. But hold on 1 second, God said, no, not today. I'ma take over the well. The whole community trying to go up against you, try to blackmail you. Hold on 1 second, I saw what they was doing with hidden agendas. You would have to get incompetent with somebody when they try to antagonize you because you understood a lane that they couldn't relate to. Self-love looks good on you. It bothered someone's train of thought because they couldn't be their authentic self. They actually didn't have the light and God within them. So they had to disturb your peace so you could become your worst enemy. But God said, no, the day I got your back, they would never understand what you overcoming. Being patient with time and day. I endured that light within you to come to your faith, something that they couldn't relate to was going within. This type of stuff truly does happen. My content is not for everyone, and I say that respectfully. When you truly fall from crazy, they trying to paint you out to be the villain in their story. Or because you speak enough for yourself when they was truly the bully the first time around. Or because of the fact that you had confidence to understand your lane, you was truly minding your business. They wanted you to get out of character when they tried to antagonize you. Only for us to hold on 1 second. They had to pay this person, that person, to make you feel like, hold on 1 second, you're supposed to be chemically unbalanced when it came to a substance. They try to shortchange you when it came to your life attention span, but God said, no, hold on 1 second, I endure life within you. They would never understand how you elevate, being patient with time and day. They wanted you to get out of character. But I showed you what self-control looks like up close and personal when it came to discipline. They try to paint you out to be an aggressive person, but hold on 1 second, they didn't understand your intuition. When they try to bully you, antagonize you, try to paint you out to be something you truly wasn't, hold the lies they told about you. It took this person, that person to gang up on you, but hold on 1 second, God was holding down this whole entire time the narrative of everything that everybody was saying to go up against you. All the lies that they told. You was in your own lane, minding your business. You wasn't hurting nobody. That energy is different. Never, not one time did you lie. It's kind of funny how when a bully mask falls off, it falls short when they come to common sense. They don't want to be the bully no more. Because the innocent person starts to speak up, now they saying too much. They don't understand elevation. That hold on 1 second. How many times you gonna poke the bear and only to realize, hold on 1 second, you didn't think you was going to get a reaction? No, it's the train of thought for me. What the fuck is wrong with people? No, for real, what's wrong with people? My content is not for everybody. How this type of stuff does happen. When someone truly sees potential within you, you walking alone when it comes to these streets. They don't understand how you truly communicate to elevate. When they try to poison your food, disrespect you, throw stoic in a toxic way, so you won't communicate when it comes to your hold on 1 second, your highest self. When it came to your blessings, hold on 1 second, you choosing yourself. They wanted you to relapse when they put that poison in your food. How it took a whole neighborhood to go up against you, and one thing you didn't have to do was lie. That energy is different. When it came to that tomato paste that you endured that day, and you wasn't trying to catch your case, God removed all that substance or whatever the case may be, that poison that was in your body. It came up one time, that hold on 1 second, you can truly breathe. They would never understand that, damn, the last person didn't make it to see another day, but you did. God must be truly favoring you. My content is not for everyone. And I say that respectfully. It's not. And that's okay. When you fall from a hater, never copycat, never copycat. When you fall from a hater, never copycat, copycat. You ain't got to copycat. You ain't got to water down someone's personality at the end of the day, because that's not who you are. You truly original. That's the difference between me, you, them, and they. I know how to be authentic, something they can't relate to. So they got to sit there and take notes, only realize they own issue, having excuses. They don't know how to love themselves properly. When it come to lack of self-love, damn, I ain't even have to do anything to you besides be myself. You said because you a dyke lesbian, you don't know if you coming or going. How can God possibly favoring you at the end of the day, especially what you overcame and especially what you did in your past? You know, when God gives you the key, not everybody is trusted. They will never understand elevation when you stand before yourself today. How God works in mysterious ways. My content is not for everyone. It's not. Always be yourself. To the genuine ones, I say this respectfully. I truly hope that you continue to find peace within regardless to who gave up on you, overlooked you during your journey. You matter and you are worthy. Always be yourself. Healing trauma and pain is not a race or an overnight process, but you matter, you're worthy. Love is real, love is one of a kind. Your heart actually worked. Understanding boundaries when it came to your love language, choosing yourself to understand growth. That hold on one second, you wasn't trying to be mentally unstable another day, becoming your worst enemy. They would never understand what you overcame. You had an unfair share deal of unhealthy relationships, but the love of your life walked into that to truly protect your heart. And it actually made sense when it came to the end of this, at the end of the day, when it came to the end of this series, and it actually made sense when it came to the end of the day of that sentence. It was truly a period. Wow. How it began with you and it ended with somebody bringing balance into your life. That hold on one second, this sentence actually made sense. Someone actually meaning what they say, valuing your time and day, and it wasn't an excuse that only projecting pain. They would never understand two people that can come together and actually elevate. It wasn't spell work. That energy is different. It wasn't lust. It was true love. And hold on one second. Certain folks don't believe that love at first sight. But when God brings the right person into your life, that energy is different. Someone truly treating you right. Someone actually acknowledged you to get to know you. When they actually said hi that day, they actually had good intentions to get to know you for who you truly was. Wow. Someone truly got you blushing. It went from 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 30 years. Hold on one second. Someone wasn't trying to get physical with you when it came to having a hand problem. Because someone wasn't trying to dispute domestic violence. That energy is different. When someone understood that calling when it came to the receiver, when God actually blessed you with the love of your life, when it came to balance, having common sense, someone loving you properly the first time around, it wasn't a lie I was told. Someone was truly operating out of love, not lust. That energy is different. When you're past living in reality today, how God balanced you out to show you that you are worthy of loving yourself, understanding that God brings balance into your life for you to treat somebody right, and only for you to realize that, hold on one second, God didn't make a mistake when God allowed you to connect with the love of your life. And y'all didn't have to take each other's kindness or weakness. My content is not for everyone, and that's okay. Never allow someone to make you feel like because they gotta shadow ban you, or they gotta say that you a copycat when you truly the original. They said they're gonna try to get you locked up, let alone put you in the psych ward. Don't allow that to project fear in your life, and I say that respectfully, especially when you got hidden agendas, and the criminal is the one going up against you. And I say that respectfully, because God saw everything that they was doing, how they was operating when it came to your free will. But God got the last saying, that energy is different when they try to blackmail you. My content is not for everyone. When you walk by faith, they will never understand that fear and live within your body when it came to your bone structure. You understood how your soul was truly set up at the end of the day when it came to confidence. That hold on one second, I didn't need your fucking validation at the end of the day to be my authentic self, so that you couldn't relate to what's going within. I bothered you so much because I knew how to be myself. I chose me to love me, something that you can relate to. It's understanding your own fucking confidence. I got you trying to figure out your training through every single day. Mentally unstable, hold on one second. Don't even know if you coming or going. How this person keep elevating, I'm trying to poison them. I put something in your food. I put something in your substance. I put something in your drink. But you still understood rotation when it come to your God's plan. Damn, I ain't even believe in God. That's what you saying out loud. That damn, I did the wrong person dirty. Only to realize that, hold on one second, I'm about to reap what I sow. I ain't even have to knuckle up with somebody at the end of the day, even when I try to get them out of character from a distance, hacking their devices, watching their every move. Only to realize that, hold on one second, how was the only fool? Yeah, that you said PS5? Oh, Okay. My content is not for everybody. It's not. I'm not scared of nobody. I walk these streets alone. It's kind of funny how you have to send the enemy to size me up, to psych me my free will when it comes to my conscience. Then you want to take my little vision and hold on 1 second and make it your own. Trying to duplicate me at the end, they to water me down. Sending fake pages to me to say, hold on 1 second, I ain't worthy. I'm going to make you dumb down. I'm going to make you bow down to me so you can beg for my forgiveness. Hold on 1 second. What? I don't need your forgiveness. I don't need to forgive you because I choose me. The energy is different. How you could, it don't matter if someone, it don't matter about someone's tax bracket at the end of the day, if they got their own land or not. How someone could be so jealousy and envy of you because folks truly love you and respect you and you ain't got to do nothing besides be yourself. And it's so sad and disgusting to see how a dude could be jealous of a chick that truly got potential. And y'all don't want your name to be off the map when it come to your county. That energy is different. Don't nobody give a fuck about your likes and your views, let alone your clout chasing, because someone wasn't chasing that bag. When it came to that mindset, I'm chasing God's plan. That energy is different. We all not the same, huh? I gotta go. They like I'ma shadow ban you. I'ma paint y'all to be something that you truly not. I threw spell work at you. I was even energy harvesting off your energy. I was even trying to destiny swipe with you because I truly wanted to be like you. I like your flow, but I would never tell nobody that. I forgot to mention, hold on 1 second, I got bad habits. And I didn't know how to act. I like the fact that you know how to smile, that hold on 1 second, you overcame so many obstacles. You stand before yourself today, that damn. I've been dealing with this all my life. When it comes to different conversations, the jealousy and the envy, folks got ill intentions, not to see me win, but I still chose me. I understood the walkway for all the right reasons when you said fuck me. Jealousy and envy is one hell of a drug. Something that I would never get jiggy with at the end of the day because it don't run through my veins. And I say that respectfully. I ain't have to endure that type of pain. I'm very so much thankful. I'm humble. I understood confidence, what bothered you. When you understood elevation, you deal with the good God, not the devil. That energy is different. I ain't have to bow down to you at the end of the day. And I say that respectfully because all money ain't good money. That energy is different. You saw I had something going on when it came to my lifestyle. Me choosing myself not to see myself frown. So you wanted to stop me at every cost. That hold on 1 second. I'm going to make sure you don't elevate. How this type of stuff happens. When someone truly sees you with potential, they try to make you have to be the issue. Only realize it was one-sided when it came to lack of common sense. Something they truly didn't have to go within. With self-love, they rather self-destruct, becoming their own worst enemy. Talking about they truly healed, but they gaslighting innocent people, trying to play the victim. To hold on 1 second. No, that person was bothering me. Ain't nobody gonna believe you at the end of the day. Everybody's laughing at you when it comes to your one-sided mindset. We gonna say that you crazy. This type of stuff happens to innocent people. How when folks start to play with spell work, when folks start to hack your devices, they gonna try to paint you out to say that, hold on 1 second. No, you didn't see what you saw. No, you saw what you saw. Yeah, I was right there, right there. No, it's the train of thought for me. Oh my God, I'm so thankful for the people that I have in my life. Nah, respectfully. It's fucked up how your neighbor try to line you up to suck you at your conscience when it come to your free will. Or because they was one-sided, doing shit for evil dollar. Then they had the whole community go up against you. Folks swear up and down, I'm talking about like a fucking bad habit. And it wasn't even the case at the end of the day. Because that's what I wasn't trying to do, was catch a case. The energy is different. It's funny how when the person who's been bullied all this time starts to speak up for themselves, and the people that's going up against them was actually the criminals, and then they want to blackmail the innocent person and say, oh no, you're the criminal too. Well, shit, we all fucking going down. It's a train of thought for me. How God was in the room this whole entire time. Not one lie was told. When it came to elevation, I actually meant what I said that day. I'm my authentic self. I didn't have to be nobody I truly wasn't. My mom saw that pen and paper at the end of the day. She like, that's my baby. At 10 years old, oh, my baby. I should have protected your little heart. I swear, I'm so sorry. Do you forget me? That energy is different. Only if you fucking really knew me. I'm really nasty when it comes to that pen, but I choose not to. I got a little delay, only if you really knew what I've been through. But I'm still elevating, being patient with time and day. Cause trust and believe, give me about a year or two. I'm gonna get nasty with these words, and I say that respectfully. And I'm coming for everybody that actually disrespected me. That didn't even know how to acknowledge me. Hold on 1 second. You put me first? No, you didn't. You put me last. Matter of fact, you didn't put me. I wasn't even in your conversation. All you wanted to do was talk about me like a bad habit. Trying to paint a narrative somebody actually wasn't. You ever walked into someone's life and treated them right the first time around, something they wasn't used to? And they try to paint you out to be the bad guy? This type of stuff does happen. It's a train of thought for me. I'm only getting better with time, and I said what I said that day. It's kind of funny how folks be behind fake pages with ill intentions. And they didn't realize, hold on 1 second, God saw what you was doing, truly paying attention. I actually meant what I said that day, that God's been leading me this whole entire time, and one thing I don't do is worship the devil. I could go up against a dude or a chick any day of the week. You don't understand what I overcame when I stand before myself today. And I didn't need a cheerleader or people cheering me on. I never needed a hype man because at the end of the day, I was my biggest hype man, and I say that respectfully. And I didn't even need a crowd to feel like at the end of the day, I was somebody. Because I saw a balance at the end of the day God has showed me. I remember when I was a little girl, hold on 1 second, my dreams was going to come true. Certain folks didn't understand my vision, but hold on 1 second, I truly understood my intuition that God never removed that light within me. That energy is different. I ain't had to play with spoke in a toxic way. Even when the doctor lied on me. Even when they tried to psych my conscience, when it came to my free will, hold on 1 second, I still wasn't trying to get out of pocket when they said I was an aggressive person. All I was doing was speaking up for myself. I was supposed to shut the fuck up like everybody else. No. This type of stuff happens when it comes to people one-sided ass conversations. It didn't matter if it was a doctor, lawyer, psychiatrist, or whatever the case may be. They want to label you somebody you're truly not, all because of the fact they want to write your name off that hold on 1 second. You do so much. You're aggressive. You're incompetent. Like, content is not for everybody. I would never hurt the next person. And I say physically. I may speak up for myself, but I would never get physical if you truly know me. I say excuse me for all the right reasons, trying to be polite. Because folks be trying to move a certain kind of way to get you out of pocket. Where you understood common sense that, hold on 1 second, I knew how to respect my neighbor. Good day, bad day, misunderstanding day. My content is not for everyone. Misery loves company. I ain't have to disturb your peace. All I was doing was being my authentic self, something that you couldn't relate to. Was so much elevating. They was misled by pain and trauma. They overcame. They wasn't doing it for likes and views. They understood tunnel vision. Hold on 1 second, God endured the light within them. They understood their guidance when God was truly paying attention, showing them balance. To hold on 1 second, they didn't give up on themselves another day. They had to heal certain childhood trauma. It went into their adulthood, but they didn't relapse another day, becoming their worst enemy, something that you couldn't relate to. So you saw it as a problem, little on a threat, like, damn, this person can overcome anything. And they stand before themselves today. They actually moving around, catching that weight right to left. And I actually mean this respectfully, no disrespect. And I don't mean about drugs, and I mean this respectfully. You know that weight that you hold upon you? It was pain, trauma. It was so much weight on your body. Had to let it go. God let you see at the end of the day to believe in your faith. It wasn't a mistake. That energy is different. They would never understand my vision when it comes to my love language. To hold on 1 second, what I overcame, releasing that pain. Now, it's the train of thought for me. Always be yourself, but don't molest intentions. They said I'm whack, I'm corny, I'm a nobody, I'm a lame. I will never be nobody at the end of the day because I'm going to make sure I dim your light. But God always had the last say. I never needed validation to be my authentic self. Not even my own fucking mother, and I say that respectfully. She's like, you gonna only do what the fuck she wanna do anyway. Oh my fucking God, that's my child, though. Yeah, I love my baby. That energy is different. My content ain't for everybody. What mother and daughter don't go through shit in life? That's always gonna still be my mom's at the end of the day. When shit get ugly. And I say that disrespectfully. So anybody got something to say about her at the end of the day, you could truly approach me. My content is not for everyone. And I say that respectfully. And it's kind of funny how people think I'm pussy. But the only person that actually knows my way at the end of the day is the one who gave me birth. That energy is different. I don't fight for reasons. Because at the end of the day, I ain't trying to lose me. I know my temperature at the end of the day. And I don't mean mentally. I've been through so many situations I didn't hit back. I should have, but hold on one second. Folks will never understand if they was even coming or going. The last person I thought I put my hands on, I felt bad for years. I say that respectfully, I did. Oh my God, I felt so fucking bad. I could have killed your dumb ass. But God was holding grace. God said, no, not today. That baby ain't going nowhere. I don't think I'm tough. And I say that respectfully. You was watching me, but then watching me. God said, hold on one second. I'm not going to allow them to see my baby. Let them laugh. They had a good laugh. It was funny, too. They was watching you with them watching you. Watching your private parts, all types of shit. Playing with Spoic in a toxic way. And you supposed to be bent out of shape, and one thing you'd have to do was lie on your neighbor. You're hustling. It was really real what you did that day. And I still respected you. Not to get physical with you. You said that you was gonna whip my ass. Matter of fact, you told me to drop my drawers. You told me you was the plug at the end of the day, but hold on one second. Real bosses don't move like that. No, here's the train of thought for me. Oh, I could fucking never do business with somebody like that. I do business with real women, real men that actually move accordingly. They don't psych folks they free will. Hold on one second. Being jealous. They don't do that. They ain't got to play with Spoic in a toxic way. They ain't got to energy harvest off your energy. They ain't got a destiny swipe with you or whatever the case may be because the motherfuckers ain't trying to catch a case. Elevation looks good. It feels good to understand that, hold on one second, I got my motherfucking freedom today. Even when you try to blackmail me, trying to catch a case. God saw what you was doing when it came to your hidden agendas. Hold on one second. God placed the angel in my life for all the right reasons, and I ain't reject me another day. Always be yourself. My flow may be corny to you, but folks truly respect me, and I say this respectfully. When you try to get disrespectful, only realize it was one-sided when it came to your train of thought that, hold on one second, you moving uncomfortable still. Because I'm still understanding elevation when it comes to growth, even when you shadow ban me. Then you got fake pages running up on me. It's a train of thought for me. Then you want to sit here and say I'm slow, stupid, I'm retarded, I'm bugging. It's a train of thought for me. God sees everything. And then you sit there and say, I was stalking you. I'll use that. What the fuck is wrong with people? Damn. That's what happens at the end of the day. I thought she was attractive and shit, but at the end of the day, God showed me my competition. And I just showed God at the end of the day, I was willing to overcome any demon that was right in front of me. You said, fuck me? Nah, bitch, I ain't thirsty. It's the train of thought for me. Always be yourself. And I say that respectfully. Always be yourself. It's funny how chicks and dudes project lust. And they think that you're supposed to run behind them. Hold on one second, but you was willing to better yourself. The bitch behind closed doors playing with dark magic, spell working a toxic way, doing come to me spells, all types of shit. Thought you was weak minded, but hold on 1 second. You was the smartest one out of all the motherfuckers they ever dealt with. That energy is different when it comes to elevation. You thought you was gonna suck in my pockets when it came to my free will, when it came to my conscience. Damn. Only realized you shortchanged yourself when it came to common sense. How it took a whole community for you to go up against. No, you went to a community to go up against me. And God saw what they was doing. Only realized that damn how they shortchanged themselves out of their own blessing. Self-reflecting. Talking about they believe in God or whatever the case may be, but they nothing but devil worshipers. This type of stuff does happen. When someone walks into your life to trauma bond you, and you knew how to keep it real with them, they would never tell a real story at the end of the day. When you wasn't trying to catch a case. When they try to set you free when it comes to your conscience. If something was truly yours, and I say this respectfully, you wouldn't have to plot against somebody to take them out their free will when it comes to their conscience. Or let alone get them robbed. Am I right or am I wrong? If something was truly yours, would you have to psych someone out their free will or get them robbed if something was truly yours? Regardless if you got documentations or not. If something was truly yours, would you have to go to your next door neighbor or the neighbor next to you and psych them out their free will? Would you have to gather up people from different communities and different area codes like, yo, I think I got a hick. Let me show you something. This shit is about to be legit. I'm about to plot against them at the end of the day, slow, stupid, and retarded. If something was really yours, would you have to psych some of their free will, or let alone gather up different people from different communities to psych some of their free will, let alone their pockets, if something was truly yours? No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't have to go through those different measures, and I say that respectfully. My content is not for everyone. Even if you was in a relationship or not with somebody, I want someone to answer this. You dismissed yourself because of someone's hidden agendas, they motive, how they was operating. It was one-sided. You moved on with your life. They said, you know what? I don't like the fact that this person is elevating. I don't like the fact that this person knows how to move on. I don't like the fact that this person kicked me out their life. And I did them wrong. But I would never tell nobody. So I'm going to go to this person, that person, paint them out to be the villain of my story. I even got people that want to take them out their free will. Only if I fuck them good at the end of the day and blackmail them. Matter of fact, I'm going to project spell work on these motherfuckers. They ain't even going to fucking know. That's what you're mentally saying to yourself. Because this type of shit happens. It could be dudes and chicks with these type of mindsets. When it comes to lust, that hold on 1 second, they just projected spell work on you in a toxic way. You didn't even know what was going on. A pretty face, hold on 1 second. Only to realize the bitch was shortchanging herself at the end of the day when it came to her health department. Trying to psych you at your conscience when it come to your free will, when it came to your pockets. If something was truly yours, you're dealing with somebody. And you look to understand their mindset, like how is it operating? You sitting back saying to yourself, if something was yours, you wouldn't have to go through the obstacles of ganging up with different folks in different area codes and psych some of their free will, let alone their pockets. And when God puts certain individuals to the test, it's such an epic failure. Because God is looking like, damn. This is how y'all giving it up? With somebody that you don't even know? You just met a stranger. That's supposed to be a stranger, let alone are you familiar with this face? Because a pretty face at the end of it don't catch you a case. That's why probably that person dismissed that person. I never understood that. If you have a child and your child dismisses somebody, should your neighbor be entertaining that stranger or that company? Because at some point, it's called trespassing when someone is roaming the halls. It's called trespassing. I don't think you understand what I'm saying to you. Someone gave you a false little story. Oh, they broke my little heart. They did this. They did this. They put their hands on me. They did this to me. They did that to me. Whatever little narrative they said. They did this to me. They're so mean. They're so mean. Wow. It was truly believable because that's what you wanted to paint the pitch. That's what you wanted the person to be painted as anyway. So you could talk about the person like a bad habit. Once someone leaves someone's household, and I don't mean no disrespect, because if the boys were standing in front of that building when they do ID check, that's called considered trespassing. Because at the end of the day, you're not supposed to be in this building roaming it by yourself. That's first and foremost, especially when you're not with the tenant. I don't think I make sense to someone that don't got common sense. I make sense to someone that actually understands that, hold on one second, you actually got something, you coming with something that actually, you're right. I've done seen it so many times when you go into certain units or whatever the case may be in different area codes, establishments. The first thing that they ask you for is your ID. Do you live here? Who resides here that you know? Or 9 out of 10, when they have certain events in the neighborhood, they say to you, you cannot walk on this block because the person that's supposed to be with you that lives there has to be with you present. You cannot come in this building because there's some things going on and we need to make sure everybody's safe and sound. So if you go in this building, you're trespassing. It don't matter who you know in this building. Your mother could live in the building for over 20, 30 years. They don't give a fuck at the end of the day. You're going to be outside that door until your moms go downstairs. Can you provide ID, please? They said I'm slow, stupid, and retarded. I had my days. Good day, bad day, and misunderstanding days. But damn, that train of thought is different. When you start to elevate, they will never understand what you overcame and what you've been through when it comes to pain. Entertainment purposes only. My content is not for everyone. It's not. It's funny how people got your picture on their altar doing spell work in a toxic way because they don't want you to elevate. They mask for a love hole of envy and jealousy was within them this whole entire time. Acting like they was showing you love, but hold on one second, they was never showing real support. It was one-sided. They couldn't wait till you fell. Wishing bad on your life every single day, every chance they got. It wasn't a lie told. All because of the fact that you didn't give up on you. Especially what you overcame standing before yourself today. My content is not for everyone. This type of stuff does happen. It doesn't matter if you're in a relationship with somebody or not, or you parted ways with somebody. You'd be so surprised how folks be trying to project beauty magic on you, beauty spells or whatever the case may be, so you won't look like yourself when it comes to bettering yourself, when it comes to your mental health. They will wish bad on your life. They will wish bad on your life when you're trying to make things right. When it comes to balance, that God is acknowledging that, hold on one second, you're worthy, holding on to that will another day. When it comes to your faith, jealousy and envy is an unhealthy drug. It really is. When you don't look at your neighbor like competition, they will never understand elevation. Because you understood a heathen exchange. You ain't have to project pain on your name when you're passing your reality today. They would never understand what you overcame. You ever showed up to somebody as who you truly are and only realized that, hold on 1 second, they was waiting for your master to fall off, only to realize you didn't fall short? You continue to elevate, being your authentic self, something they couldn't relate to. It's being a self. Folks be having an identity crisis, saying that something is wrong with you. Then they be trying to take your little swag at the end, they try to jazz it up to be like you. Only realize they fall short when it come to common sense because they can't be you. That energy is different. Folks sit there and say that you a copycat, but far from it. You truly the original. So they gotta have a game plan to have a community go up against you. So they can make you mentally unbalanced from being original. So they gotta suck at your free when it comes to your conscience. They try to get you locked up, but God said no, not today. They even try to put you in the psych board. Or because of the fact that you was keeping it real. Speaking up for yourself, you have ill intentions when it comes to elevation. That unconditional love. That self-love feels different. They would never understand it. Hold on 1 second. You wasn't trying to endure pain another day. You found balance when it came to trauma and pain. To better yourself when it came to your health. Hold on 1 second. Loving yourself, not to give up on yourself. How God was leading you to better days ahead, even when folks look at you like competition. Trying to paint you out to be the villain. But hold on 1 second was one-sided. Or because of the fact that you didn't look at them like competition. You was part of a race that you didn't even know that you was in. Only to realize that, damn, how you surpass people when it came to catching your blessings. They didn't understand it. Hold on 1 second. I had to throw spork at you in a toxic way so you could become your worst enemy. I was energy harvested off your energy so I could become my best self vision of myself. So I could dim your light. So folks can see that, hold on 1 second, I was right about what I said about you that day. This type of stuff happens. When you're the innocent person, you don't have to play with spork in a toxic way. And you truly are gifted. You're truly unique and different in your own special way. So they sit there and try to take your little swag. Hold on 1 second, take credit for your work. But God saw everything. It wasn't an even exchange. Or because of jealousy and envy and hate was truly one-sided when it came to their mission. They don't believe in God. But God works in mysterious ways when it comes to time and day. My content is not for everyone. Never feel wrong for expressing yourself to the wrong person. And especially when God is elevating you every single day. Even when they try to blackmail you. Even when they try to gang stalk you, disrespect you. Try to paint you out to be something you're truly not. Even when they try to dibble and dabble into your contract records to stop you from being your authentic self. But they can't stop God's plan. That energy is different. He wanted you to relapse when it came to your existence. But God restored you for all the right reasons to hold on 1 second. Yeah, they gave up on you, overlooked you during your journey. But you are truly worthy. To understand self-love, to better yourself when it comes to your mental health. They would never understand why you stand before yourself today. Believing in your faith. Another day. My content is not for everyone. It's not. Gang stalking is real. Spell work is real. Energy harvesting is real. Destiny swiping, it is real. I can't be somebody truly not. I don't want to be like nobody else but me. I don't want to be like nobody else. And I say that respectfully. I just know how to respect my neighbor. Good day, bad day, misunderstanding day, and that's it. I don't want to be like nobody else. I'm so serious. What? First of all, why would you want to take on someone else's shoes with their trauma and pain? Only to realize that, hold on 1 second, you can't even walk a day in their shoes. To understand that, hold on 1 second, what they truly went through. Being uncomfortable. You would have tapped out and said, hold on 1 second, I'm good. You're so admired by somebody instead of showing them respect up close in person. You rather those spoke in a toxic way. You rather hack their devices, make it seem like they bugging, but never not one time they was because God saw everything. My content is not for everyone. It's not. Spiritual warfare is real. It don't matter how much money you got in your pocket or not. How someone can truly be envy and jealous over you because you truly got potential. You didn't need a crowd to root you on when it came to elevation. To hold on 1 second, it was within you. When it came to your confidence, folks truly lack. Hold on 1 second, it was their own issue when it came to their drama because you understood motivation. And people genuinely love you for who you truly are. You ain't have to do too much besides be yourself. Something they couldn't relate to was being original. They swear up and down they're a child of God, but hold on 1 second. We all not the same when it comes to second our neighbor out their free will. Let alone gang stalking folks, paying this person, paying that person, the sex about they cons when they come to their free will, or because of jealousy and envy. Or let alone everybody don't operate the same. You jealous and envious somebody. So you gotta psych them out their free will because they got potential, and that was truly your issue. You didn't like the fact that someone truly had proper motion and they didn't have to do too much besides be they self, being original. Then you try to shadow ban somebody, try to blackmail somebody, paying this person, paying that person to stay away from the innocent person when the innocent person wasn't trying to catch a case. My content is not for everyone, and that's okay. It's not. Never stop having a beautiful heart. And I say that respectfully. They said having a good heart ain't gonna get you far in life. Trust and believe it will. You know why it's gonna get you far in life? Because the people and community that's truly for you, they see you, they hear you, they respect you. They don't got ill intention to go against you. They ain't trying to energy harvest off your energy. They don't look at you like competition. They ain't trying to get you out of character, to humiliate you, bring up your past, and throw it in your face, to project. Hold on 1 second. I ain't trying to endure pain. I understand what you overcoming. Because you found balance is understand that, hold on 1 second, what self-growth looks like up close in person. When you got the right people, when you got the right people in your life, they fall from haters. Like, they fall from haters. Good day, bad day, and misunderstanding, they fall from haters. So when you have a good heart, just protect your energy and just know that one day, the right people gonna walk into your life and ain't gotta project that pain. You overcame so much when it came to your journey. You didn't need validation to love yourself. Folks at the end of the day don't understand your train of thought, how God can truly bring you balance. Because you a lesbo or whatever the case may be, you don't even know if you're a sexuality, if you coming or going. They be so worried about what you got going on in your drawers. Hold on 1 second, who doing you or whatever the case may be, and they forgot to love their own self. Having abandonment issue problems, trying to be like you, trying to duplicate you, trying to take your train of thought to hold on 1 second, they couldn't be you. They got to sit there, watch your page, trying to get a bag of what you got going on. Only the ones that hold on 1 second. They could never take the blueprint from the original. And I say that respectfully. Something that God installed within you. That energy is different. They would never understand your calling. It don't matter about your sexual orientation, your disability, your age, your religion, or your culture. Folks, it's truly for you at the end. They gonna put respect on your name. Good day, bad day, and misunderstanding day. Yeah, I'm a little jealous or whatever the case may be. But I gotta give you respect when it's due. Fuck, what the fuck? Oh man, you good with your shit. Damn. I had people say that to me. Like, damn, I ain't gonna try to bring harm towards you, but damn, you a chick, I'm a dude. But I get you. And I wish my daughter had swag just like you, how brave you truly are to stand before yourself today. Taking the devil down. Because I ain't even have it within me to have that mindset that, hold on 1 second. I almost lost myself when it came to that last chapter. But I found balance, realizing, hold on 1 second, I was holding on for all the right reasons. Because God is truly real. And you allow me to see. You know, when the right people come into your life, it's one thing that being real with yourself. And when you real with yourself, someone hears you. They're not overlooking you. And especially when you're not trying to bring harm towards them. That energy is different. It's called growth. I never said I was better than anybody. That energy is different because I wasn't trying to hurt nobody. But I understood the love language. I was able to rotate to catch my blessings. It wasn't a mistake. Yeah, they gave up on me, overlooked me. But I still knew how to respect my neighbor, to understand that, hold on 1 second, I wasn't trying to get out of character. And that's the problem with people today. When they watch you so much, They observing you. They try to antagonize you, and they want you to react. You're not wrong for speaking out for yourself. And especially when you're being bullied for so long. It's but so much a person's going to take. You ain't got to get physical, but speak up for yourself. Even when a community is against you and they trying to put you in a sideboard to get you locked up. And then they try to sit there and say, oh, well, this person came into my establishment and they was very aggressive. This person came into my establishment on such and such day and they was very rude. But that was never the case. It was a plot to go against you this whole entire time, the lies that they told. This type of stuff does happen. Or because someone truly has potential. Someone truly understands elevation when it came to, hold on one second, I actually meant what I said, that they actually speak louder than words. I'm trying to better me when it comes to my mental health. I know how it feels to lose me. I know how it feels to realize that I wasn't worthy of choosing me. But who wouldn't feel that way? If someone didn't say they love you that day. My content is not for everybody. And that's okay. But when you heal and you go within, when people look at you today, you're not the person you was 10 years ago. You're not the person you was 20 years ago. And you're damn sure not the person you was 5 years ago. That energy is different. My content is not for everyone. And especially when you're that innocent person. And you're not psyching people out their free will. And you're not out here psyching people out their free will. And you're not out here hacking people's devices. Invading their spaces. And you're not out here playing with spoken in a toxic way. And you're not energy harvesting. Or playing with spoken in a toxic way. Or even trying to destiny swipe. Trying to catch a case. And the spiritual round is real. Folks forget at the end of the day, what happens in the spiritual round, it comes to the 3D. Bitch, how you make yourself move uncomfortably. You thought someone didn't see you with your hidden agendas, trying to knuckle up at the end of the day, only realize you gotta assume the position. How you catch your own fucking case? How you paint somebody to be a criminal, right? But you the main one. It's a train of thought for me. And the difference between the innocent person and you is that the innocent person knows how to hold themselves accountable when you try to blackmail them. But you would never sit there and say, hey, I sent frequencies towards that innocent person. I sent spell work towards that innocent person. And that innocent person didn't have to do shit to me. I even try to energy harvest off that person's energy. But nobody's going to believe that innocent person. Because I got controlling issues. How this type of stuff really does happen. My content is not for everyone. And I say that respectfully, it's not. How you got to sit there and try to dig up somebody's past and throw in their face to hold on one second. What happened? Tell the world. Who gives a fuck? You do. When someone past does not live in a reality, and someone is not ashamed of what they overcame, that energy is different. Someone wasn't looking for validation to love themselves. Someone wasn't waiting for someone to give them flowers to realize they love themselves. Someone wasn't looking for a group of people to give them validation that, hey, you're doing good today. Someone wasn't looking for validation for someone to show up to wipe their tears away. Everybody's self-love looks different. I didn't have to project pain on you. I understood the even exchange. Hold on one second. I understood to choose me when you overlooked me. I ain't relapsed another day. I brought the best out of me. I was very so much thankful that God allowed me to see my peace. That God endured within me when it came to my faith. I didn't give up on me. My content is not for everyone, and that's okay. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions. I'm not begging nobody to subscribe. I'm not begging nobody to like any videos that I put out on any platform. And I say that respectfully. Because the ones that's for me is going to respect me good day, bad day, and misunderstanding day. You know, I show respect to people, and I always been like this. It didn't matter if I knew you or not. I show respect to people until people show me not. Because when I stop showing respect, I realized that hold on 1 second. People are looking forward to me showing them respect. But when you stop and you understood your boundaries, you understood that hold on 1 second, it's okay to let go. But I show respect to people, good day, bad day, misunderstanding day, it didn't matter what part of my journey I was in. I'm far from a hater. I just knew how to respect my neighbor. The energy is different when it comes to your gravity, catching your blessings right to left, how the universe is truly beautiful. Only if you knew. But certain folks make it look so bad when it comes to the reality that we truly in. But God sees everything. I don't worship the devil. The energy is different. We all not the same. People pick and choose who they want to bully. There's so many people that talks about God. There's so many people that talks about the devil. There's so many people that talks about, life. But when it's a certain type of personality and when it's a certain type of light, they like, no, not you. But we don't attract the same people. That's the difference. I don't attract the same crowd like you do. The crowd that you attract is not for me. The crowd I attract is truly for the people that's truly for me. That energy is different. My content is not for everyone. You know, when jealousy and envy is real, when God rejects certain things for the right reasons, it was for truly for your protection. Because when someone mask falls off, God showed you why you loved you another day. Never allow someone to make you feel like you have to live in fear. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day, and I say that respectfully. You know, a real boss, regardless if they're in the beginning stages or not, and I don't mean no disrespect in no shape or form. A real boss, they don't operate out of the light of kicking someone down. They don't. And I don't run from my past. That's the difference. You sitting there trying to say something free will. You got jealousy and envy within you. And you don't want someone to elevate faster than you. Someone has free will to be their authentic self mentally, to express how they express themselves, and they didn't need validation. That has nothing to do with me. That's a you problem. And I truly hope that you find peace. But when you one-sided, the way your mindset is like that, and you see someone as competition, that's where you mess up. Because a real boss don't look at this establishment, don't look at that establishment, don't look at this establishment and say, you know what? That's competition. When you already know that you know how you set up, The people gonna come. The people gonna show up. Because why? You have a good product. You actually have something for people to look forward to. And because you have something for people to look forward to, you ain't worried about nobody else's establishment. That's the difference between you and a real boss. And a real boss ain't gotta psych people with their free will, let alone energy harvest off their energy. Or don't try to destiny and swipe with them. Or play with spoken in a toxic way. A real boss don't gotta do that. They just don't respect their neighbor. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. Oh, you disrespect me, you curse me out. I still hope you have a good day. My content is not for everyone. I say that respectfully. I do not work with anybody. I work alone. When it comes to my creativity, my content is not for everyone, and that's okay. And I do not worship the devil. I worship the good God. It's funny how when someone was bullying you and you finally speak up for yourself, now all of a sudden the innocent person is doing too much. I never understood that. How you go bullying somebody for so long, and then when they finally speak up, they dead wrong. When they're actually speaking the truth. It doesn't matter about what the circumstances is. And then now, in your mindset, you want to psych them out their free will because you was the one that was being a bully? Huh? The math ain't adding up. It's not. You're the bully. You bullied somebody's child. That child spoke up. Now you want to psych them out their free will because you disrespected someone's child? I never understood this mindset. Like, you don't have to have kids or not for you to have common sense, but people just don't have it. Until it happens in their household, now they want to self-destruct and they want to tear something up because they don't play about their family. That mindset really be one-sided. I never understood the train of thought because the math ain't adding up. My content is not for everyone, and that's okay. Love is real, love is one of a kind. An introduction, it was the Misery Loves Company. So much showing you love, sending you love every single day in the most healthiest way to value your time and day. It went from small talks on the phone, little text messages here and there. And when someone truly was actually in your space, at the end of the day was actually able to communicate and actually mean what they say, bringing balance into your life, to treat you right, not to gaslight you. It was an even exchange which you overcame when it came to pain. And your past living your reality today, the love of your life bringing you balance when it came to comments. They acknowledge me to hold on 1 second. Yes, you are worthy of my time and day. I understood how to operate out of love, not lust. The energy is different. Someone's really communicating. I'm doing something at the moment, but I can still respond back to you. A 60-second text message real quick. I call you back, I hit you back, or whatever the case may be. Yes, I'm okay. I pick up the phone real quick. Are you good? You okay? All right, cool. Let me hit you back real quick. You know, little things like that. I told to you later. I'm busy right now. I ain't trying to brush you up, but hold on 1 second. We on the same page, operating out of love, not lust. That energy is different. I don't think you're bothering me. I don't think you're doing too much. We was on the same page communicating that I realized that hold on 1 second. I finally brought somebody into my life. I finally found somebody that came into my life, that was born into my life, even when I get lost in my words. They actually saw me to hear me. They actually respected me. They value my time and day. Someone truly showed me patience, that I am worthy. Someone truly showed me that I wasn't asking for too much when it came to real love. Someone not taking my kindness or weakness. I'm thanking God every single day. I don't worship the devil. I ain't have to play with spoken attacks so we get someone's time in the day. Finally, someone communicating that love language to hold on 1 second. You didn't have to overlook yourself because someone wasn't trying to have their cake and eat it too. Someone's truly keeping it real with you. Someone truly shows you to hold on 1 second. The beginning stages, when it came to that puppy love mindset, someone never switched up on you. Time just got better with day and change and growth. That hold on 1 second. God truly showed you balance when it came to love you, like loving you properly the first time around. That energy is different. They say fairy tales don't exist, but that's a lie. Because when God is on timing, that energy is different. When God is on timing, self-love looks different. You understood your boundaries, understood your love language, to hold on 1 second. Yes, I am worthy. I love myself, and I actually mean what I said when it came to growth. I understood why God closed certain doors in my life, regardless who gave me, overlooked me in my journey. God allowed me to bring balance in my life when I've come to find peace within, to better me, to understand my mental health. I am worthy. I almost gave one a love department, but God didn't reject me. I prayed within praying when I least expected. I was living my life only to realize that hold on 1 second. Someone came into my life to treat me right. Someone truly showed me that I was not asking for much. And only realized I didn't shortchange myself when it came to that blessing. I understood that receiver that day. That someone actually walked into my life to show me that I am worthy. And my passion is my reality today. Someone mentally stable, emotionally available, financially stable, wasn't trying to psych at your pockets. That energy is different. Someone truly praying for you, not to go against you. They look at you like competition. The energy is different. When someone truly allows you to feel, got butterflies on the inside, got you blushing on the outside, to hold on 1 second. Someone able and capable of maintaining your smile, because God shows you someone balanced when it came to common sense. Value that person's time and day. You finally asked for someone not to play games. I heard you when it came to that prayer. And I found someone that finds you attractive in the most healthiest way too. You got all the character traits they was looking for. They wasn't asking for too much, but only the wrong person. Only for their dream person to walk into their life. And it wasn't a rejection. It was truly the protection. You protecting their heart, meeting them halfway. Hold on 1 second. True love wasn't gaslighting. Because someone truly had good intentions. My content is not for everyone. You know, when someone walks into your life, they actually mean what they say. They're not here to switch up or project pain. They wasn't wearing a mask. It was an even exchange. Someone truly bringing pace into your life wasn't complicated. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and just because one's energy is different. When you realize your past living your reality today, God said they can't spin the block because it's going to be a rejection when it comes to your protection. God saw what they was doing behind closed doors. It was one-sided. Folks like to have their cake and eat it too. Trying to paint you out to be the villain in their story when you knew how to keep it real with them. They hold on 1 second. They try to shortchange you because you knew how to love them properly. How you pray for something, only realize you rejected yourself with your own pain. Wasn't mentally ready. Only realize that, damn, you can't spin the block today. You finally found someone that was real, loyal, and truthful. You only realize that, damn, you used to couldn't keep your eyes off that person. But today's mindset is different. Because God said, rejection, rejection, rejection. Have a nice day somewhere else when you're past all of your reality today. You missed out on the blessing, only realized you was your own lesson. This type of stuff happens. When folks be like, yeah, I made you. What? Okay. If people gonna believe you, then we're gonna continue to pray for you from a distance. Have a good day. No, it's the trainer to me. What the fuck is wrong with people? Ah! People play too much. They really do. You ever walked away from somebody and warned them? Like, hey, I was trying to get myself together when I was with you, but I don't think that's gonna work out. Remember, you said I'm crazy, slow, and retarded. I do too much. You ever spoke up for yourself when someone was doing you wrong? And only realized that God said, you know what? I see what you can't see. But I got something better in store for you, not to reject you. But I want you to say something to this person. And I want them to pay attention too. And they got the floor today. because they actually hear you. God said, I gotta let you go for all the right reasons. You got third-party conversations, and I can't hurt me another day. But it's a part of me that God didn't allow you to see. When it came to God intuitions, me becoming my best self vision. Have a nice life. I hope you find peace within. You know, that's the most realest shit that you can ever say to a person. You don't talk about the things that you do for them or what you did for them. And all they did was disrespect you. Never get into, if you ever get into a relationship and someone says to you the only person that they got is, the only person that they have is you, like nobody reaches out to you for your birthdays or whatever the case may be, and they sit there and say that you better be lucky that they even reached out to you when it comes to a holiday or whatever the case may be, don't ever look back. Don't ever look back. That's the most disrespectful shit that somebody can ever say, especially when you was good to them. You overflowed their cup so much, and when you did probably ask for something, it wasn't that much. And when you asked for something, they was barely even able to give you the minimum. You don't go tick for tack what you did for somebody. But somebody that's truly for you, they not going to shortchange you of becoming your best self version of yourself. And I say that respectfully. That means hurting you with your own trauma when it comes to your own pain. And don't ever feel wrong expressing yourself to the wrong person. And I say that respectfully. You express yourself to somebody thinking that the information that you gave them, they wouldn't throw it in your face. They wouldn't try to downsize you. They wouldn't sit there and think that they're better than you. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. But only to realize you realize who you was even talking to. Like, wow, that's how you really feel about me. And then when you speak up, you're wrong. Oh, you're doing too much. You're right. That's why God said let you go. And I don't wish the devil. That ain't just different. When you don't understand elevation, why you chose yourself today. My content is not for everyone. It's not. But don't hold on to dead weight that couldn't even meet you halfway. And I say that respectfully. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. You might as well do bad on your own. And get it right, understanding your own worth. Never allow someone to shortchange you or missing out on your blessing. You choosing you. You brought balance into someone's life. Good day, bad day, and misunderstanding day. They didn't see your worth. But because they didn't see your worth, it's somebody that's sitting back, watching you watch you, trying to bring peace into your life, not to have an excuse. Someone that's capable, able, and loving you to right the first time around, and showing you why your past don't live in your reality anymore. My content is not for everyone. And I say that respectfully. It's not. You must be a fake page or whatever the case may be. What's your problem, neighbor? What happened? What you gotta say? Hello? What happened? What happened? You must be a fake page or something. You saying something? I didn't think so. What happened? It's a train of thought for me. My content is not for everyone. It's not. But never give up on yourself because someone gave up on you or overlooked you during your journey. When it comes to becoming your best self version of yourself, never allow someone to make you feel like you're wrong for choosing you. And I say that respectfully. Sometimes you outgrow people for all the right reasons. It was truly your protection, understanding God's rejection, understanding balance when it came to common sense. You wasn't supposed to be part of the conversation anymore when it came to your future, because God brought you balance, understanding growth. That hold on 1 second, you didn't overlook yourself another day. You are not the same. And when you fall from a hater, you always rooting somebody on. That ain't just different. Regardless, they did you wrong. My content is not for everyone, and that's okay. I'm not begging nobody to subscribe. I'm not begging nobody to like the video. But I truly appreciate the times of the genuine ones, and I hope all is well on your end. And to whoever you are, if you're a fake page, going back and saying, I spoke tonight to you with love respect today. Let me tell you what I heard. My day is coming along well, and I hope yours is going along well too. And I say that respectfully. Blue. Always be yourself. Always be yourself. Never allow someone to make you feel like you have to live in fear. It doesn't matter about your upbringing. And I say that respectfully. It does not matter about your upbringing. When you're being patient with time and day, understanding elevation when it comes to growth, that hold on 1 second. Confidence looking good on you today. Healing trauma and pain is not a race or an overnight process. But you are worthy of choosing you, not to lose you another day. And especially when you're not out here energy harvesting off innocent people's energy. You're not out here playing with spoken in a toxic way. You're not out here destiny swiping with folks because God endured the light within you that hold on 1 second. They don't understand your vision. And you far, and you're far from a copycat. You know how to be authentic. Something that certain folks can relate to, your confidence. You understood your mental health. That hold on 1 second. Just be patient with time and day. I ain't got to be like nobody else but me. It's okay to express yourself to the right people when you least expect it. Don't reject yourself because your past shows you that you couldn't be yourself. My content is not for everybody. I never wanted to fit in. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. I never wanted to fit in. Loving yourself is not a crime. It's not. But always be yourself. And especially when you're not out here hacking people's devices, sucking people at their free when it comes to their conscience. You're not in group chats talking about somebody how you're going to suck them out their free will when it comes to their one-sided opinion. Hold on 1 second. We laughing at their pain. We projecting pain on them. They not bugging them when we humiliating them. We did I see? These type of words is not even in my vocabulary. A humiliation ritual on somebody. Just to laugh at them. We thought it was real funny. We said the joke was on you. We wanted you to give up on you, not to elevate. But you continue to get up every single day to choose you, innocent person. They don't understand your vision. My content is not for everyone, and that's okay. Loving yourself is not a crime, and I say that respectfully. Always be yourself. Healing trauma pain is not a race overnight process. Have a safe year, weekend, day, evening. You matter, you're worthy. I'm not your genuine love respect. Protect your energy and protect you and your family with no malicious intentions. Peace and respect, so respect your neighbor. Stop the bond. She mighty worthy. Listen, hold on 1 second. I do not work with nobody. And I say that respectfully. I do not work with nobody when it comes to my creativity, when it comes to my ideas. I am not your genuine love respect. And yes, I am a popular loner. And I do not live in fear. And I would never hurt myself. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. Always be yourself. Peace and respect, so respect your neighbor. Stop the bond. She mighty worthy. Confidence looks good on you today. Don't tell me like neighbor. Treat yourself right. I hope you have a safe remaining day ahead of you. And I hope you have a safe week ahead of you as well. Always be yourself. You matter and you are worthy. Thank you for your time.